वंदेहं श्री गुरु श्री पदकमलं श्री गुरु वैष्णवंश्च श्री रूपं साग्रजातं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सागरा ललिता श्री विष्णुपादांश नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण कृष्णाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी कृष्णाय नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे विशेषणानि प्रश्नोत्तरेषु
Dr. Deshata. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
तो आज हम शुरू कर रहे हैं थर्ड बुक, ठीक है, मैचलेस गिफ्ट।
कौन सा बुक स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं मुझे?
मैचलेस गिफ्ट, दी मैचलेस गिफ्ट। प्लीज मुझे होस्ट बना दीजिए, मैं शेयर नहीं कर पाऊँ।
Yes,
थैंक यू।
yes, Priji.
ये वो मैचलेस गिफ्ट है जो आज भी है न्यूयॉर्क में।
Yes.
2016 में गया था मैं एक बार यहाँ पे। इसके अंदर से आज भी, अब तो खैर इसको की प्रॉपर्टी है, ये इतना छोटा सा हॉल है इसके अंदर। मैं पहली बार गया था तो मैं तो शॉक्ड हो गया था, तो बड़ा छोटा सा है। यहाँ से ये इस्कॉन का पहला टेंपल है, तो यहाँ पे लिखा मैचलेस गिफ्ट और यहाँ लिखा हरे कृष्ण टेंपल। पहली बार प्रभात यहाँ शिफ्ट हुए थे तो प्रभात ने बोला था कि नो दिस इज व्हाट वी आर ऑफरिंग, तो वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू चेंज द नेम। सबसे पहले एक गिफ्ट शॉप थी जिसका नाम मैचलेस गिफ्ट था। तो ऐसा होता है ना कि आप अपना कुछ शुरू करने गए तो हरे कृष्ण टेंपल कुछ लिखोगे तो पता नहीं, नो दिस इज अ वेरी गुड नेम, कीप दिस। नवीन तो आप तो गए हुए होंगे ना अब?
हाँ प्रभु जी, मैं फॉर्चुनेटली यहाँ पर भी गया हूँ और वो टम्पकिन स्क्वायर है ना जहाँ पर, हाँ वहाँ पर भी गया।
तो कशीर बात की जाए।
Yeah.
मैचलेस गिफ्ट।
प्रभु जी, this is second book in the series.
सेकंड।
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So the aim of this Krishna conscious movement is to bring all living entities back to their original consciousness. All living entities within the material world are to varying degrees afflicted with a type of madness. This Krishna conscious movement aims at curing man of his material disease and re-establishing his original consciousness. In a Bengali poem, a great Vaishnava poet has written, when a man is haunted by ghosts, he can only speak nonsense. Similarly, anyone who is under the influence of material nature should be considered haunted, and whatever he speaks should be considered a nonsense. One may be considered a great philosopher or great scientist, but if he is haunted by the ghosts of Maya, illusion, whatever he theorizes and whatever he speaks is more or less nonsensical. Today we have an example of a psychiatrist who, when requested to examine a murderer, proclaimed that since all the patients with whom he had come in contact were more or less crazy, the court could excuse the murderer on those grounds if it so desired. The point is that in the material world, it is very difficult to find a sane living entity. The prevailing atmosphere of insanity in this world is all caused by the infection of material consciousness.
The purpose of this Hare Krishna movement is to bring man back to his original consciousness, which is Krishna consciousness, clear consciousness. When water falls from the clouds, it is uncontaminated like distilled water, but as soon as it touches the ground, it becomes muddy and discolored. Similarly, we are originally pure spirit soul, part and parcel of Krishna, and therefore our original constitution position is as pure as God's. In Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna says, Mame vamso jivalo Jiva Bhuta Sanatana Mana Nindriyani Prakriti Sthani Karsati. The living entities in this conditional world are my fragmental parts and they are eternal. But due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind. Bhagavad Gita 15.7.
Thus, all living entities are part and parcel of Krishna. By Krishna, it should always be remembered that we are speaking of God. Krishna denoting the all-attractive Supreme Personality of Godhead. As a fragment of gold is qualitatively the same as gold reservoir, so the minute particles of Krishna's body are therefore qualitatively as good as Krishna. The chemical composition of God's body and the eternal spiritual body of the living entity is the same, spiritual. Thus, originally in our uncontaminated condition, we possessed a form as God, good as God's, but just as rain falls onto the ground, so we come in contact with the material world, which is manipulated by the external material energy of Krishna.
When we speak of external energy or the material nature, the question may be raised, whose energy? Whose nature? Material energy or nature is not active independently. Such a concept is foolish. In Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly stated that material nature does not work independently. When a foolish man sees a machine, he thinks that it is working automatically, but actually it is not. There is a driver, someone in control. Although we sometimes cannot see the controller behind the machine due to our defective vision. Therefore, there are many electronic machines which work wonderfully, but behind these intricate systems that there is a scientist who pushes the button. This is very simple to understand since a machine is matter. It cannot work on its own accord, but must work under spiritual direction. A tape recorder works, but it works according to the plans and under the direction of the living entity. A human being under the direction of a living entity, a human being. The machine is complete, but unless it is manipulated by a spirit soul, it cannot work. Similarly, we should understand that this cosmic manifestation, which we call nature, is a great machine, and that behind this machine there is a God, Krishna. This is also affirmed in Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna says, "Madhya Madhya Krishna Prakriti Sunyate cha Sunyate sa Characharam eta hetu na evam Kaunteya Jagat Vipram Vartate." This material nature is working under my direction, O son of Kunti, producing all the moving and unmoving beings, and by its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. Bhagavad Gita 9.10.
Kanak Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
These are two kinds of entities, the moving, such as human beings, animals, and insects, and non-moving, such as trees and mountains. Krishna says that material nature, which controls both kinds of entities, is acting under his direction. Thus, behind everything, there is a supreme controller. Modern civilization has accepted this concept and believe that Krishna is the supreme controller. Condition.
एक बार दोबारा पढ़ लीजिए। कनक माता जी, आपको आवाज आ रहा है क्या?
हाँ, आ रहा है।
हाँ, आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा था। आप यहाँ से एक बार दोबारा पढ़ लीजिए। Moving such as trees and
Okay. Moving such as trees and mountains, Krishna says that material nature, which controls both kinds of entities, is acting under his direction. Thus, behind everything, there is supreme controller. Modern civilization does not understand this due to lack of knowledge. It is the purpose of this society for Krishna consciousness, therefore, to enlighten all people who have been maddened by the influence of the three moods of material nature. In other words, our aim is to awaken mankind to its normal condition. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vishnu,
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
There are many universities, especially in the United States, and many departments of knowledge, but they are not discussing these points. Where is the department of this knowledge that we find given by Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita? When I spoke before students and some faculty members at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, the first question raised was, where is the technological department which is investigating the difference between a dead man and a living man? When a man dies, something is lost. Where is the technology to replace it? Why don't scientists try to solve this problem? Because this is a very difficult subject matter, they set it aside and busily engage in the technology of eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. However, Vedic literatures inform us that this is animal technology. Animals are also trying their best to eat well, to have an enjoyable sex life, to sleep peacefully, and to defend themselves. What then is the difference between man's knowledge and animal's knowledge? The fact is the fact is that man's knowledge should be developed to explore the difference between a living man and a dead man, a living body and a dead body. That spiritual knowledge was imparted by Krishna to Arjuna in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita. Being a friend of Krishna's, Arjuna was a very intelligent man, but his knowledge, as all men's, was limited. Krishna spoke, however, of subject matters which were beyond Arjuna's finite knowledge. These subjects are called adhokshaja because our direct perception by which we acquire material knowledge fails to approach them. For example, we have many powerful microscopes to see what we cannot see with our limited vision, but there is no microscope that can show us the soul within the body. Nevertheless, the soul is there.
Thank you. Swati.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Bhagavad Gita informs us that in this body there is a proprietor. I am the proprietor and others are the proprietors of their bodies. I say my hand, but not I hand. Since it is my hand, I am different from the hand, being its owner. Similarly, we speak of my eye, my leg, my this, my that. In the midst of all of these objects which belong to me, where am I? The search for the answer to this question is the process of meditation. In real meditation, we ask, where am I? What am I? We cannot find the answers to these questions by any material effort. And because of this, all the universities are setting these questions aside. They say it is too difficult a subject, or they brush it aside. It is irrelevant. Thus, engineers direct their attention to creating and attempting to perfect the horseless carriage and wingless bird. Formerly, horses were drawing carriages and there was no air pollution. But now there are cars and rockets, and the scientists are very proud. We have invented horseless carriages and wingless birds, they boast. Although they invent imitation wings for the airplane or rocket, they cannot invent a soulless body. When they are able to when they are able to actually do this, they will deserve credit. But such an attempt would necessarily be frustrated, for we know that there is no machine that can work without a spirit soul behind it. Even the most complicated computers need trained men to handle them. Similarly, we should know that this great machine, which is known as the cosmic manifestation, is manipulated by a supreme spirit, that is Krishna. Scientists are searching theories and proposals, but the real means for knowledge is very easy and perfect. We need
No,
only
no, no, no,
hear
no, no. Scientists are searching for the ultimate question. You missed two lines.
scientists are searching for the ultimate cause or the ultimate controller of this material universe and are postulating different theories and proposals. But the real means for knowledge is very easy and perfect. We need only hear from the perfect person, Krishna. By accepting by accepting the knowledge imparted in Bhagavad Gita, anyone can immediately know that this great cosmic machine of which the earth is a part is working so wonderfully because there is a driver behind it, Krishna.
Thank you. Our process of knowledge is very easy. Krishna's instruction, Bhagavad Gita, is the principal book of knowledge given by the Adi Purusha himself, the supreme primeval person, the supreme personality of Godhead. He is indeed the perfect person. It may be argued that although we have accepted him as a perfect person, there are many others who do not. But one should not think that this acceptance is whimsical. He is accepted as the perfect person on the evidence of many authorities. We do not accept Krishna as perfect simply on the basis of our whims or sentiments. No, Krishna is accepted as God by many Vedic authorities like Vyasdev, the author of all Vedic literatures. The treasure house of knowledge is contained in the Vedas, and their author, Vyasadeva, accepts Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead. And Vyasadeva, the spiritual master Narad, also accepts Krishna as such. Narad's spiritual master Brahma accepts Krishna not only as the supreme person, but the supreme controller as well. Ishvara Parama Krishna. The supreme controller is Krishna.
There is no one in the creation who can claim that he is not controlled. Everyone, regardless of how important or powerful, has a controller over his head. Krishna, however, has no controller. Therefore, he is God. He is the controller of everyone, but there is no one superior to him, no one to control him, nor is there anyone equal to him, no one to share his platform of absolute control. This may sound very strange, for there are many so-called gods nowadays. Indeed, God have become very cheap, being specially imported from India. People in other countries are fortunate that gods are not manufactured there. But in India, gods are manufactured practically every day. We often hear that God is coming to Los Angeles or New York and that people are gathering to receive him, etc. But Krishna is not the type of God manufactured in a mystic factory. No, he was not made God. He is God.
We should know that on the basis of authority, that behind this gigantic material nature, the cosmic manifestation, there is God, Krishna, and that he is accepted by all the Vedic authorities. Acceptance of authority is not new for us. Everyone accepts authority in some form or another. For education, we go to a teacher or to a school or simply learn from our father and mother. Excuse me. They are all authorities, and our nature is to learn from them. In our childhood, we ask father, "What is this?" And father would say, "This is a pen. These are spectacles. This is a table." In this way, from the very beginning of life, a child learns from their father and mother. He learns the name of things and the basic relations of one thing to another by questioning his parents. A good father and mother never cheat when their son inquires from them. They give exact and correct information. Similarly, if we get spiritual information from an authority, and if the authority is not a cheater, then our knowledge is perfect. If we attempt to reach conclusions by dint of our own speculative powers, however, we are just, however, we are subject to fall into error. The process of induction by which reasoning from particular facts or individual cases one can arrive at general conclusion is never a perfect process. Because we are limited and our experience is limited, it will always remain imperfect.
Yeah. Issue.
If we receive information from the perfect source, Krishna, and if we repeat that information, then what we are speaking can also be accepted as perfect and authoritative. The process of parampara or the discipline succession is the very process of hearing from the Krishna or from authorities who have accepted the Krishna and repeating exactly what they have said. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna recommends this process of knowledge. Evam parampara praptam, evam rajasya vidu. This supreme science was thus received through the chain of the discipline succession, and the saintly kings understood in that way. Bhagavad Gita 4.2. Hare Krishna.
Formerly, knowledge was passed down by great saintly kings who were the authorities. In previous ages, however, these kings were rasis, great learned scholars and devotees, and because they were not ordinary men, the government which they headed worked very nicely. There are many instances in Vedic civilization of kings who attained perfection as devotees of God. For example, Dhruv Maharaj went to the forest to search out God, and by practice of severe penance and austerity, found God within 6 months. Although he was only a 5-year-old prince with a very delicate body, he was successful because he followed the directions of his spiritual master Narad. The first month, Dhruv Maharaj was in the forest. He simply ate some fruits and vegetables once every 3 days and drank a little water every 6 days. He finally restricted his inhalation of air and stood for 6 months on one leg only. After he executed these severe penance for half a year, God became manifest before him eye to eye. It is not necessary for us to practice such severe austerities, but simply by following in the footsteps of Vedic authorities, we also can see God eye to eye. This vision of God is the perfection of life. Hare Krishna.
Krishna is Anshu.
The Krishna consciousness process is based on austerity, but it is not very difficult. There are restrictions governing eating and sex life. Only prasadam, food first offered to Krishna, is taken, and sex is restricted to married life. And there are other regulations which facilitate and foster spiritual realization. It is not possible in these days to imitate Dhruv Maharaj, but by following certain basic Vedic principles, we can make advancement in spiritual consciousness, Krishna consciousness. As we advance, we become perfect in knowledge. What is the use in becoming a scientist or a philosopher if we cannot say what our next life will be? A realized student of Krishna consciousness can very easily say what his next life is, what God is, what the living entity is, and what his relationship with God is. His knowledge is perfect because it is coming from perfect books of knowledge such as Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam.
Thank you. Yes.
This then is the process of Krishna consciousness. It is very easy and anyone can adopt it and make his life perfect. If someone says, I am not educated at all and I cannot read books, he is still not disqualified. He can still perfect his life by simply chanting the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna has given us a tongue and 2 ears, and we may be surprised to know that Krishna is realized through the ears and tongue, not through the eyes. By hearing his message, we learn to control the tongue, and after the tongue is controlled, the other senses follow. Of all the senses, the tongue is the most voracious and difficult to control, but it can be controlled simply by chanting Hare Krishna and tasting Krishna Prasadam, food offered to Krishna.
We cannot understand Krishna by sensual perception or by speculation. It is not possible, for Krishna is so great that he is beyond our sensual range. But he can be understood by surrender. Krishna therefore recommends this process. Sarvadharman parityaja mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami ma sucha. Give up all varieties of religiousness and just surrender unto me, and in return I shall protect you from all sinful reactions. Therefore, you have nothing to fear. Bhagavad Gita 18.66.
Unfortunately, our disease is that we are rebellious. We are automatically resist authority. Yet, although we say that we don't want authority, nature is so strong that it forces authority upon us. We are forced to accept the authority of nature. What can be more pathetic than a man who claims to answer to no authority but who follows his senses blindly wherever they lead him? Our false claim to independence is simply foolishness. We are all under authority, yet we say that we don't want authority. This is called Maya illusion. We do, however, have a certain independence. We can choose to be under authority of our senses or the authority of Krishna. The best and the ultimate authority is Krishna, for he is our eternal well-wisher and he always speaks of for our benefit. Since we have to accept some authority, why not accept his? Simply by hearing of his glories from Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam and by chanting his names, Hare Krishna, we can swiftly perfect our lives.
Yeah. This ends the first chapter of this book. We have 4 moments, so we'll continue with the second chapter, getting out the material Maya. Yes, Naidu.
No problem. Our subject matter is most sublime, the glorification of the holy name of God. This subject was discussed by Maharaj Parikshit and Sukadeva Goswami, who noted that a Brahmana who was very fallen and addicted to all kinds of sinful activities was saved simply by chanting the holy names of Krishna. This is found in the 6th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, an epic work by Vasudeva describing the pastimes of Lord Krishna and elaborating on the philosophy of Krishna consciousness.
Thank you. You should-
In the fifth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the universal planetary system are very fully explained. Within the universe, there are lower, middle, and higher planetary systems. Actually, not only the Bhagavatam, but all the religious scriptures contain the descriptions of hellish or the lower planetary system and heavenly or higher systems. Srimad Bhagavatam give evidence of where these planets are and indicates how far they are from this planet. Just as astronomers have calculated how the moon and other heavenly bodies are from Earth, similarly, the Bhagavatam contains the description of various planets.
Okay.
Even
First
on
chapter.
this planet, we experience different climatic conditions. In temperature conditions, in temperate countries such as the United States, the climate is different from that of a tropical country like India. Just as there are environmental differences on this planet, there are other planets which have far different atmospheres and environments. After hearing a description of such planets from Sukadeva, Parikshit Maharaj said, Aduneha Mahabhag Yatava Narakan Naraha Nanugrahat Niyat Tanne Vyakhyatam Arhasi. Sir, I have heard from you about the hellish planets. Men who are very sinful are sent to those planets. Bhagavad Gita 6.1.6 Bhagavatam.
Thank you. We'll stop here. So let's discuss some question, comments, realizations. Issue Guru, you would like to start?
Prabhuji, that the starting of myths gets starting from the knowledge of Krishna himself, that and it's not Prabhupada is establishing that it's not phonetic way we are establishing Krishna as a god, but it's a very scientific process by which we can actually see that he is a god. And not only Krishna himself speaking about his all the opulences in Gita, but all other authorities in lineage like Vasudev, Narad, Brahma, they all claim Krishna as a god. So there's no doubt that we in ISKCON we are just claiming that he is God and started praying to him. So this is very important to know exactly, but because if we have a clear goal in the mind, so it will help us a lot to progress in a spiritual quest. As I've read in not in this book but by Prabhupada, that at least you should have a goal to meet Krishna once in this lifetime. So we have a proper goal in this life, so we can take that path only, that we should not deviate from other theories, other philosophies, that this can also be possible and this can also be possible. So by establishing this, the goal is very clear, and he's there to give you he's there for rendering blessings, all the blessings to come back to him. So he's also supporting to come back to him. So this is how it works, that it's a two-way process. One, you have to surrender to him, then he'll come and he'll take back to you Godhead. So this is all about the first chapter, what I understood so far.
Thank you. Thank you, Issue Guru. Yes, Guru, you want to share?
Yes, Prabhuji, as Ishu Prabhu has also referred, it is a very scientific process. However, it is the second book in the list, but I think it's not easy to understand the process as soon as it is recommended. I think we need to study it again, read it again and again, understand it again, and need to make lots of effort to make it clear into our mind. Yes, Rosie. However, it sounds good at once while we read it, but I think it will take it requires a lot of efforts to understand what exactly Prabhupada want to convey to us. Yes, Rosie. That's my.
Thank you, Vinay bro. Anyone else, Naveen bro?
Hare Krishna.
So,
Sorry.
Yes,
ahead.
Mataji. Yes, Naveen bro.
No, it's
Go ahead.
okay, sorry.
Yes, Naveen bro, please go ahead.
Okay. I was just saying, Prabhuji, I think the way Prabhupada, refutes everything and like claiming like in India, we have God factory, like, every day you have a God and nowhere. So you will not come across any book. I mean, I'm sure we have read many spiritual books other than, Prabhupada, but
Yeah.
boldness of his writing and clearly telling, so that also establishes the faith he has. So I mean that's something to admire and also remember. And there are several things I was thinking like this book, especially this book, I found a lot of good points for preaching perspective, also very good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not taking notes, but maybe something we should, I think Udit Prabhu do that, which is good. We should like maybe take a notepad or a pen and note down some points. Yeah.
आज हमें वो भी जैसे काफी मतलब सोचने वाली बात है कि कंडीशन लाइफ क्या होती है, जैसे हम लोग बोलते हैं ना कंडीशन लाइफ या कंडीशन
Yeah.
तो ये आउटसाइडर कोई बोलता है कि क्या कंडीशन भाई, ठीक तो चल रहा है मेरा, तो क्या
Right.
कंडीशन होती है, ऐसे क्वेश्चन आ सकता है। तो प्रभात ने स्टार्टिंग में भी प्रभात वो बोल रहे हैं कि मटेरियलिस्ट लाइफ में हर कोई तो क्रेजी हो रखा है इस समय। As a student, you are crazy to clear your examination or get into a big college, whether you are engineering student, medical student, IIT or medical में है तो डॉक्टर बनना है, और फिर जब जॉब लगी तो प्रमोशन हाइक, तो everybody is crazy for something or other. This is conditioned life because they don't know their original position, they are completely conditioned. जैसे एक बताते हैं कि हाथी जो है उसको पकड़ने गए, तो पकड़ने वाले ने पहले उसे कंडीशन किया एक्चुअली, पकड़ने वाला वैसे पहले से कंडीशन करता है, पकड़ने को डायरेक्टली पकड़ सकता है पर पहले उससे कंडीशन करता है कि आई एम योर मास्टर। हाथी इंडिपेंडेंटली घूम रहा है जंगल में, पकड़ने वाले ने लकड़ी की हथनी बनाई, पेड़ से बांधा, बीच में गड्ढा किया, हाथी उसका संग करने के लिए आगे बढ़ा तो गड्ढे में गिर गया। 2-3 महीने तक वो हाथी को दिखाता रहा अपना फेस, हाथी को लगा कि ये मुझे बचा लेगा और बचा भी लेता है, पर उसे पूरी कंडीशनिंग हो जाती है माइंड की कि ही इज माय कंट्रोलर। उसके बाद हाथी इसलिए रोता है अगर उसका मास्टर खुश नहीं है तो उसने रोंगली किसी को अपना मास्टर मान लिया है। वैसे जीव आया, देखे तो नेकेड पैदा हुआ, रो रहा है वो तो पर अमेरिका में पैदा हुआ तो किसी और चीज के लिए उसकी कंडीशनिंग हो गई, वो वहां भाग रहा है। इंडिया में पैदा हुआ तो किसी और चीज के लिए कंडीशनिंग हो गई, वो उसके पीछे भागने लगा। तो वी ऑल आर कंडीशन, सो दिस इज कंडीशन सोल। और फिर प्रभात उसमें एग्जांपल दे रहे हैं, हमारे प्रीचिंग पर्सपेक्टिव से हमें याद रख सकते हैं कि जैसे एक बूंद है पानी की, वो एकदम प्योर है, तो जैसे एटमॉस्फेयर में गिरी तो कॉन्टेमिनेट हो, जैसे टच में आई मटेरियल एटमॉस्फेयर के, कॉन्टेमिनेट एटमॉस्फेयर के, तुरंत क्या कॉन्टेमिनेटेड हो गई। तो जैसे सोल है प्योर स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड में, जैसे मटेरियल वर्ल्ड में फॉल हुई कंटेमिनेशन हो गया उसका। कहते हैं 3 मोड्स ऑफ मटेरियल नेचर। करेक्ट ना नवीन ब्रो?
यस यस प्रभु जी, बहुत अच्छा आपने समराइज किया, बहुत अच्छे से पॉइंट को समझाया, वेरी नाइस।
थैंक यू नवीन ब्रो। यस कनक माता जी, वांटेड टू से समथिंग?
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी। एडिंग टू योर पॉइंट प्रभु जी, मैंने मतलब ये चीज बहुत ज्यादा रियलाइज करी है अराउंड मेरा एक फ्रेंड है, तो वो क्या है, वो एक मतलब वेल ऑफ फैमिली से बिलोंग करता है, उसके मतलब लाइक एंसेस्टर्स के बाद बहुत अच्छी प्रॉपर्टी है एंड ऑल दैट। तो अभी मेरी उससे काफी मतलब हीटेड आर्ग्यूमेंट हो गई थी, तो मैंने उससे बोला तो जब भी बात करता है इसी बारे में बात करता है, प्रॉपर्टी, पैसे, शादी, बच्चे एंड ऑल दैट। देख मेरा भी वो सब नहीं रहा है, मेरे को इन सब चीजों में 1% इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, मुझे थोड़ी इरिटेशन होती है उससे इस बारे में बात करके। तो ही सेड कि और करें क्या हम, फिर लाइफ में आए क्यों हैं तो ऐसे थोड़ा भगवान का नाम ही ले लिया कर। तो बोलता है कि मैं अपनी एज के हिसाब से अप्रोप्रिएटली लेता हूँ। मैंने कहा तुझे कैसे पता तेरी एज के हिसाब से क्या अप्रोप्रिएट है? कह रहे और बताओ और कैसे हो सकता है अप्रोप्रिएट, ये थोड़ा ना सब कुछ छोड़ के बैठ जाए। मैंने कहा कौन कहता है छोड़ के बैठ जाए? कहता है कि नहीं नहीं मैं इतना करता हूँ, बहुत इनफ है। मैंने कहा ठीक है, मैं इस आगे से बात मत करिए बकवास वाली। मतलब उसका हर टाइम यही रहता है कि इतनी प्रॉपर्टी हो गई हमारी, अच्छा वो वाला फ्लैट, ये वाला घर, ये वाला फ्लैट। और उसके सामने खुद का इंसिडेंट है कि उसके नाना की एटलीस्ट 8 to 10 प्रॉपर्टीज हैं। आज तक जब तक वो जिंदा थे उनके बेटे ने उनसे बात नहीं करी, और मरने के बाद उनको कोविड हो गया, वो अपने घर तक नहीं आ पाए, हॉस्पिटल से सीधा शमशान चले गए। ही इज मतलब उसे सारी चीजों की नॉलेज है, स्टिल वो उसी चीजों में फंसा हुआ है। प्रॉपर्टी, इतनी प्रॉपर्टी, हमारा घर हो जाए, हमारी दुकान हो जाए, बस इसी चीज में फंसा हुआ है।
Yeah, people are crazy,
एंड
materialistic life में. Yeah.
और प्रभु जी मतलब उसका सीए नहीं हो रहा है, मतलब वो हमारे साथ का ही है, बट स्टिल छोड़ने को तैयार नहीं है, सुसाइडल हो चुका है, बट स्टिल ही इज नॉट विलिंग टू लीव इट, क्योंकि एक वो
That is the
रेपुटेशन
problem.
है कि सीए करना ही है, बनना ही है, एक सेंस ऑफ अचीवमेंट चाहिए माइंड को।
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Kanak Mataji. Swati, you want to say something?
I would say 2 points which clicked me a lot from today's session. So one was कि जब प्रभुपाद बता रहे हैं कि scientist has discovered so many things, cars भी बनाया, aeroplanes बनाए, सब कुछ बनाया,
हाँ.
but those things are just useless. और अगर बनाना ही है तो फिर उन्होंने ऐसा कुछ क्यों नहीं बनाया, बॉडी विदाउट अ स्पिरिट सोल, वो कभी वो वाला डिफरेंस कभी बताते ही नहीं है। One point was that, and second is कि सभी के ऊपर कोई ना कोई अथॉरिटी, कोई ना कोई कंट्रोलर होगा ही होगा, चाहे हम कितना ही बोलें वी आर इंडिपेंडेंट। आज के टाइम में हम बोलते भी हैं जैसे मेल्स एंड फीमेल्स में कि सब इक्वल हैं और सब इंडिपेंडेंट हैं, बट
सब independent.
सबके ऊपर कुछ ना कुछ अथॉरिटी है, कंट्रोलर है ही है। देन व्हाई नॉट टू एक्सेप्ट द सुप्रीम कंट्रोलर कृष्णा? तो बेटर होगा कि हम उन्हें एक्सेप्ट करें। फिर जो भी टीचिंग्स हैं जो हमें स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर से मिलती हैं और अथॉरिटीज से मिलती हैं, why not to accept those teachings and to accept Krishna as the supreme controller? So these two things I would say कि आज के सेशन से मुझे बहुत ज्यादा क्लिक की।
Thank you so much, Swati Mataji. Anushka Mataji.
प्रभु जी जैसे स्वाति माता जी ने बोला कि वो अथॉरिटी वाला पॉइंट वो एक्चुअली बहुत रेलेवेंट है। एक हम जैसे सोचते हैं कि हम बहुत ज्यादा इंडिपेंडेंट है, बट अल्टीमेटली हम किसी ना किसी को सर्व तो कर ही रहे हैं। तो जैसे कि इसमें बोला है कि लाइक हमारे पास दो चॉइसेस हैं, या तो हम अपनी सेंसेस को सर्व कर लें या फिर कृष्णा को। तो इट्स बेटर कि हम सुप्रीम कंट्रोलर को ही सर्व करें। एंड सेकेंड पॉइंट मुझे कि जैसे बताया था कि कृष्णा कैन बी
Meeting at होने
रियलाइज्ड
वाली
थ्रू
है.
द
Yes, yes.
ईयर्स एंड टंग। तो टंग इज बेसिकली वो सबसे ज्यादा मिस्चीवियस है, तो उसी को कंट्रोल करना सबसे ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है।
Just
Thank you so much. Meeting at होने वाली. वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. शैल
I was just
प्रभुपाद की जय. Evening, bro.
nobody knows than a married husband or wife की authority क्या होती है.
Next topic
Okay.
हमारा discussion का.
हरी बोल.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna.